This is Pat Bev, and you're watching Pat Bev Film Room. This is the first thing that pops out to me, right? The New York fans. You talk about people, if you cut their skin, these motherfuckers bleed blue and orange. So shout out to the Knicks fans and shout out to New York.
To see, but for a loyal fan base, there is only one option.
When I say loyal fan base, loyal fan base. They got the kids out there. I mean, ages vary from a 7-year-old kid to a 70-year-old woman. A woman. This place in New York is the fan base is incredible. I mean, incredible.
And another chance for their
So we go fast forward right to the game. So this is the breakdown right here, right? We got Cleveland versus Indiana. Indiana's up 3-1. We got New York versus Boston. New York is up 2-1. The winner of that more than likely plays Indiana. God forbid if Indiana doesn't, let Cleveland walk them down.
away from an elimination. Meanwhile, Foxstaff for Zingas coming off the bench once again. Meanwhile, Carly and
Coach just talked to us pregame about pace.
Here we go.
Because the Celtics were playing off misses and getting cross matches in transition, they'd like to see that.
So much about this. That's much fun at Holiday.
Transition, right? Everyone knows Boston wants to play fast. Boston wants to shoot a ton of threes. Get it off a miss, advance pass to Derek White, and this is the pass that people don't talk about a lot. Your teammate is 3 feet ahead of you pass, right? That's also an advanced pass too, right? The more you can advance the ball, the harder it is to kind of match up. We see the advanced pass to Derek White. Derek White gets it, 0.5 decision making. Advanced pass to Al Horford. Al Horford gets it at 0.5 decision again to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday gets in the corner, 0.5 decision again, back to Al Horford. Al Horford, 0.5 decision again, back to Derek White. Derek White, open three. I mean, playing fast. This is all you can ask for offensively. We got Josh Hart with the ball, break down, get the ball in the paint. That's just a good playmaking play by Hart. He wants to post Brunson. You see Jayson Tatum. That's a good recognition for Jayson Tatum. The high-low, right? As soon as he posted, he goes high-low. That's why you see him rewind it a little bit, right? So you see the post, right? And when you see the post, you see Karl Anthony Towns kind of try to come over and trying to help Brunson kind of get behind him, right? And when that happens, instantly, right? No hesitation. Drew Holiday flashes right to the middle. That opens up that. Now, Josh Hart has to make a decision. What's left is you have a corner pass to Jalen Brown, and I'm pretty sure they're going to rotate to Jalen Brown, which gives Derek White an open three. I don't know what happened on this play, but I'm just assuming. So here we go. Drew Holiday gets it. Corner pass, rotate. So again, 0.5 decision playmaking, right? 0.5 decision. Derek White, another three. Brunson. That's what I like Brunson doing, right? I like him getting that ball in the paint. Finishing off of 2 feet, right? He's more stronger when he finishes off of 2 feet. You see this help coming from Jayson Tatum a little bit too early, right? You don't want to help that much off of corners because that gets that baseline drive. So let's see what happens. Okay, takes middle, good D. Euro. Defense leading the offense. Best offense. I mean, this is just a skill shot. Step back. Ball in right hand, he's stepping back. Good D. Right. Pace. Look at that. Look what pace opens up, right? Pace opens up the three-point line. Again, get the ball in the paint, right? We just seen Jayson Tatum. We seen Josh Hart get the ball in the paint. To OG, we seen Jayson Tatum. They run him off the three-point line. He gets the ball in the paint. Look, foot in the paint, makes a decision, right? And if Derek White wanted to, he can pass that thing out to Jalen Brown also. Here we go. We got Brunson in a double pick and roll. We call this a double drag, right? two of your big guys on the court, right? They kind of put two on the ball. The help has to either come from Al Horford early, a little bump, but Al is scared to kind of bump because that leaves Karl Anthony Towns a little bit open for a top of the key three, and that's what they want. If not, Jayson Tatum has to be low. When I mean low, I mean 1 foot in the paint, right? We're taught if you put two defenders on the ball, the low man has to have 2 feet in the paint, right? If you put one defender in the five defender, right, the guy who's guarding the 5 man, if he's retreating, then you put 1 foot in the paint. But this is Jayson Tatum's fault. He's supposed to have 2 feet in the paint. They put two on the ball. That doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure this ends up in a lob or a corner three. Let's see. Lob, right? But if Jayson Tatum is there, he has to kick that ball out to the three. Kicks that ball out to the three. You rotate. You probably get up a contested wing 3-point shot, but I'd rather have that than an open dunk. Okay, we got the drag. You put two on the ball. We got the ISO. This is what they like, right? This is what they like. They like the ISO. Has he pull? That's just skill. That's just skill from Jayson Tatum. You can't live on that all night. Jayson Tatum again. That's just skill. That's just elite skill. Step back. And I'm gonna tell y'all kids, understand any basketball player that's right-handed, he loves making a play going out his left hand to shoot the ball, right? Any guy that's left-handed loves making a play going out his right hand, step back to shoot the ball, right? So just keep that in mind.
Jayson Tatum lighting up the Garden. Celtics once again.
What'd you like about the way you closed out that first?
The way we closed it out was good. The way we started was we got to be better defensively. We got to be more intentional in our help reads. Just got to be better defensively the entire time.
Derek White.
See, look, and this is what I talked about. This is exactly what I talked about, right? 2 feet in the paint by Karl Anthony Towns, forcing that ball to go to the corner, forcing it, right? If he wasn't there, and if he was in the position Jayson Tatum was just saying, Luke Cornett gets a wide open dunk, but he's in that low man position, so he gets a deflection. The defense works if you do it.
Yeah, when he's aggressive, right on best, whether it's in transition in a half court, he's the key to what we do, but we got to be better defensively.
Good contest. And this has been a big key to me, the offensive rebounding. Mitchell Robinson has been dominant this entire playoffs. Offensive rebounding. Obviously, we know he has free throw struggles, but what he's been doing on the board, I think he's the highest plus minus on the team. He's been playing phenomenal in the playoffs. And that leads to that, right? Second chance points. And all that started all because of Mitchell Robinson. Deuce doesn't get that shot if it's not because of Mitchell Robinson. Again, transition. Here we go. Ooh, that's skill. That's just skill. Righty. Go left, spin around. Righty. Keep his dribble. Like that. Again, second chance points.
He believes that Tatum leads the Celtics in a way that he believes.
Mikal Bridges playing out the step up pick and roll. I like this adjustment that Mikal Bridges made. Mikal Bridges, he took some mid ranges in the beginning of the game and they didn't go in, but he stayed with it.
Oh, and Lisa, that's a great point it did.
Offensive rebound again, right? The small things, right? We're not talking about a lot of coverages this game, right? Like we did before in the Denver series. We're not talking about closeout situations before. We're talking about second chance points. That's all this matchup is. Ooh, who gets the most second chance points? Get in the paint. Jalen Brown. Again, any missed layup, we seen this when we had the film breakdown with Denver. Any missed layup like this leads to, guy on the ground, guy complaining to the ref, transition turnover, badly missed layup like this leads to a layup on the other end or a 3-point shot. Let's see what happens.
Bridges on the drive, lost it momentarily. He gets it back out to Brunson. Brunson to McBride. Open three-pointer. It's good.
Three-pointer.
Timeout, Joe Mazzola. And Roby set the check back in. That's a good sign for the Knicks.
I like what the Knicks are doing. They play fast, and when you play fast, it's hard to match up, right? So now you can't have Al Horford on Karl Anthony Towns. You got to have Jayson Tatum because you're playing with so much pace. I like the early post.
Against Tatum. Lays it up and in.
I like the early post from Karl.
The Knicks back within 4.
Again, that's the pass we talked about when we watched the Denver game. That that cross the court pass, right? It fucks the defense up. It's so hard to guard that, right? And if I'm a defender, I'm running to Derek White because he hit some early threes. And what does that leave? It leaves your best player on the court, Jayson Tatum. Now, as a defensive coach, right? If I see this play, I'm telling my guys, come on, Karl, that's your rotation, right? You're coming down the court, and I know you have Porzingis, right? But that's Jayson Tatum. That's Karl rotation, right? If Karl rotates to Jayson Tatum's going to throw the ball back to Porzingis. Now you have Mitchell Robinson back on Porzingis, right? But that doesn't happen. Cross the court pass. That's why it's always important. It leads to this.
Good closeout from Bridges. Tatum is left wide open and hits another 3.
Yeah.
The 11th 8-point game.
Here we go.
Back to play here.
Under, right? We talked about the under. The 3 R's you have to do on the under, right? Race it, ready to shoot it, rescreen it. Let's see what Josh Hart does. He rescreens it.
And an Obi, his 3-pointer. Got it.
That's the key.
Holiday on the bounce, drives. Robinson right with him.
Jayson Tatum.
Starts.
Look, create closeouts. But what the Knicks do a great job, and they stunt from the corner, right? They don't want a lot of corner threes, so you'll see them stunt. But they had the honor because of the shot fake of Drew. What does that leave? Another paint penetration. Jalen Brown's open corner.
Brown, 3-pointer, open is good. Drives on a Chua, falling away, baseline.
So, again, when we talk about second chance offensive rebound and second chance points.
White misses. Holiday offensive.
Offensive rebound again, right? Leads to either a 3-point shot. I haven't even seen this clip, but I know offensive rebound leads to 3-point shots. Let's see what happens.
Brown,
Layup. Threes are layups. Offensive rebounds lead to.
Towns wants it down low.
The post on Cat. Just too small. That's all I like them. That's playing in transition, though. You can't match up. I like this play, right? I like this play right here. Check this play out, everybody. Right? We got the flare screen. Right? Karl setting the flare screen from Mikal Bridges. Now he sets the back screen for Mikal Bridges. Right? Jayson Tatum has the help. That gives Karl open lay. Right? Very good play. Jayson Tatum, he likes the ISO against Karl.
Tatum finds some space, gets an opening, and hits another 3. His 5th 3-pointer. White.
That's a great D by Josh Hart, right? And we spoke about this. Any ball, loose transition, turnover leads to, yeah, you said it with me, layups or 3-point shots. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Steal. Oh, another one. Transition. Let's see what this leads to. Open 3. Open 3. Anytime you turn the ball over in transition, it leads to an open 3-pointer.
9 of 14 from the field.
Too much space, right? We see that right now. It's too much space that Derek White is giving Brunson. Too much space. Now the space that he has puts Al Horford in position, a bad position, right? Because he's underneath the offensive player. That gives Jalen Brunson take his time 3.
8 on the 24. They lead Brunson. Lines it up and knocks down a 3.
Too much space.
Brunson has grabbed the lead a couple of times.
Right. This play, right? You have the. Let me rewind this one for you. ATO out of bounds play, right? You got a double pin down from Mikal Bridges, right, to get the ball. The play is to hand it back to Brunson, so now he can come off a double drag. But Mikal Bridges keeps it. Advanced dribble to the fade, and he has nothing. Fade. And this the one I like. This the one that was missing early. Shooters, you keep shooting. He was missing it early, and now he's making it. This is a key shot in the playoffs, the mid-range.
Straight points by the Knicks and Bridges. His corner three. In and out.
Again, second chance points by Josh Hart. He as a guard, he probably does this the best. And what? And open court turnovers. What did we talk about those? The layups and threes. Let's see what happens.
Tatum ahead of the back goes in and throws it down. Great anticipation for Tatum. Shot clock at 6.
Post, mid range. Again, that's just skill, but you need this mid range shot. We got the okay. Let's rewind this. We got a flare screen from Mikal Bridges back to a down screen. While that's happening on the left side, we have a pin down, right? Because of Porzingis is guarding Josh Hart, we have a pin down for Jalen Brunson coming out the corner, which is tough for Derek White to kind of chase. He tries to beat him over the top. Brunson does a hell of a job in reading. He takes the low fade back to the corner, gets corner three, pump fake, pass. Again, ball and paint, but this is just skill. This is just skill.
Tatum dominating here in game 4 to lead back up to 7. He has 29 points without a free throw. Brunson kicks it out.
Right back, play fast. Again, second chance points we talked about. Second chance points we talk about. This is what this series is, right? This is just the playing hard. I'm going to out-rebound you, be physical. This is what this series is. You don't see a lot of X's and O's. This series is all about extra efforts.
Tatum throwing haymakers at each other. Oh, good defense from White, but Brunson's
again, that's skill. The mid-range is important in the playoffs. Again, ball in the paint. Again, ball in the paint. Ball in the paint. And you just see Brunson kind of taking over from this. Getting to the paint. Corner three. Right. All because the ball's in the paint. You see transition, right? Play fast. Hard to match up in transition. Mikal Bridges got the ball pick and roll. Fading that mid-range. There we go, that mid-range.
Bridges drives on Horford, looks inside, brings it back out. Finds Town.
Right. Look at that. That's the matchup they want.
Guarded by White. Town spins, flips it up and in.
Get the ball in the paint. Not a lot of X and O's. Just put your head down, get the ball in the paint. Both teams. Again, high pick and roll. Puts Carl at a disadvantage, right? Because he's playing with so much pace. Jayson Tatum gets the ball in the paint. Gets another three.
Jayson Tatum, his 6th three-pointer. Tatum was looking to throw it up.
Again, transition is hard to match up. Advanced pass, look how close they are. But that advanced pass makes a difference. It creates a closeout. Al Horford gets it. 0.5 decision making, what we talked about. Right back to Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum plays off the catch. Another three.
That's another three. 39 points for Jayson.
We got, again, transition. That's a good defense. All right, but it's hard to match up in transition, right? This is why playing in transition is the best offense. Playing fast is the best offense against any defense, right? Because it's hard to match up. You see people in Boston, they doing finger pointing because they don't know. Finger pointing creates a closeout, right? Hands down, man down. Oh, blow pass, go left. Get in the paint, finish tough, right? That's all because of playing fast. Okay, right? We seen the same play, the fake DHO keep it. Boom. Tatum gets it. Again, bang, bang. And one. Get the ball in the paint.
Jayson Tatum, chance for a three-pointer. And an dangerous pass with Holiday.
OG going to the right hand.
On the shot clock. And an three-pointer.
I mean, that's a tough shot. That's a shot that you want. That's just a tough shot. It's a big shot from OG. Again, ball in the paint. Ball in the paint. And it's tough. I ain't gonna lie. No one can guard Brunson on the Boston Celtics. He's having his way. He's getting his 2 feet are reaching the paint every single time. Here we go, Brunson again.
Brunson drives.
Again, in the paint again. In the paint again. We talk about how important that mid-range is in the playoff. Mikal Bridges, and this is what I like that he did most of the game. He was able to get to that mid-range. Again, 2 feet in the paint. But if he didn't like that shot, you got OG open in the corner. Maybe Jayson Tatum rotate. You got Deuce McBride right. Feet in the paint. The more you get in the paint, the easier it is to score buckets.
To get it off, puts it up. That's good. Mikal Bridges knocks it down.
Right. Let's see this play. What they got coming out of timeout.
Mikal Bridges knocks it down.
Okay, so they got the elbow set. Well, you got I wish I can show it in the beginning, right? But this is the basic triangle, right? If Jalen Brown was in the corner where he's supposed to be before the pin down, on the court you'll see 1 triangle, 2 triangles, 3 triangles. You'll see triangles all around the court. This is triangle basketball. This is the offense that Phil Jackson ran with Kobe Bryant. This is the offense that Phil Jackson ran with Michael Jordan, right? You don't need a point guard to run this offense. It's called the triangle. But in the triangle, you can put anybody anywhere, right? All positions are interchangeable. You got the pin down for Jalen Brown, leads to the curl, right?
Jalen Brown back in.
Steal, but the curl was open, right? And the obvious, right? Jayson Tatum, Achilles injury, right? We don't like to see injuries. Which leads me to my next question, right? Why are we seeing so many Achilles injuries, right? Is it the fast pace of the game? Is it more threes? Is it step back threes? You know, all that is extra tension, extra load on that Achilles. Jayson Tatum get well soon, bro. But we see the triangle. He tries to come down off the pin down. Jalen Brown, they kind of blew up the play. Jayson Tatum is injured. OG gets open transition dunk, all because of defense.
And Tatum is hurt. Tatum is down. He wants a timeout. Tatum in so much pain.
Well, was it a tweak or something? We're not sure. We're going to let the doctors figure that out.
So Tatum hobbling back to the locker room. Obviously couldn't put any weight at all on the right foot.
Okay, we got that high pick and roll.
Brunson
Again,
step back, 3-pointer. It's good.
that's just skill. That's just skill.
The Celtics had a 14-point lead in the third.
Good D.
Turnover. Robinson.
Again, this is just playing hard. This series is all about playing hard, playing fast, second chance opportunities.
It's cut to 10 with 149.
But the Knicks did a hell of a job of staying with the game plan, right? They gave up a ton of threes in the beginning, right? They gave up a ton of threes in the beginning. They got a ton of second chance points. They also apply pressure, play fast. But the biggest thing is the second chance points for the Knicks, right? Great offensive rebounding team, and it led to them getting extra possessions, which led to them winning the game.
So this will be the first.
Again, the turnover again. Almost a turnover. Right. And for the most part, that's game. So you have to give the Knicks a lot of credit. They took a good punch from the Celtics, right? Took a good punch down 11. Came out and just played harder, right? Just played harder for longer. That's really what it all was. They crashed the boards. They locked in. They packed the paint, right? They got the ball out in transition. They played fast. Again, they got second chance points. You have to give the Knicks a ton of credit for them winning and going up a 3-1 league against Boston. This is a hell of a series. This is great coaching by Thibodeau. The MVP in this series right now, to me, has to be Mitchell Robinson. He's given them so much, right? Obviously, the free throw struggles we see, but as far as second chance points, as far as plus minus, he leads in the team. And he's the MVP for me this series against Boston. It's Mitchell Robinson. That's all I got for you guys today. Continue to tune in with Pat Bev Film Room. I'm gonna break it all down. Any questions you have in the game, far as offensive actions, defensive actions, where players position, where there should be offensive, defensive, drop a comment and we make sure we answer everything. Follow us on YouTube, Pat Bev Film Room.